dick. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 4th episode of what is now called ShepCast. Joining me today is not exactly a guest, I would say he's my co-host. the other half of the ShepBandicoot YouTube the other half of the ShepBandicoot YouTube channel, my brother. Let's go! Yeah! Did you ever think we'd be able to do this?
Do podcasts?
Yeah.
We've been talking about it for a while, so.
Yeah, we've had numerous ideas for what this podcast would be. And, well, now we finally get to see how this plays out, so.
I know I've talked a lot with Star trying to start a podcast. That was like years ago, though. So, nothing really came out of it.
I've talked to, like, Cam, and I've talked to, like, for those of you who don't know, Cam is Slepper. I've been talking to him about it a lot. But we just never got anything to go through because we all got busy. That's just what happens. Everybody gets busy. So, sex. Normally I have, like, a format that I go with people through this podcast, but it's you and I, so I don't know what the fuck. I guess we'll start with some questions from people that they got submitted in. And we kind of took a look at these earlier, and we were laughing about some of them. So
we got some very creative people here.
First one is from One More Core on YouTube, otherwise known as Z-Man. Who do you think was the most influential in your career?
In our rising YouTube career? I would say, I don't know, we've had a lot of people we've sort of edited towards, like, making videos in their styles.
Yeah, I talked a little bit on one of the podcasts. I talked about, like, PewDiePie as an influence earlier on.
Definitely for that, like, starting out phase. But I think a lot of the videos I try to edit are catered towards, like, Fitz or, like, Smitty.
Fitz and Smitty were two big ones. Yeah, there was a fucking Mini Lad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking back on that, that's not really the best choice. A lot of those videos are kind of gone now. I think there's still some if you wanted to watch them.
Got the Far Cry, like the first ever edited video of Far Cry. Some Uno ones from back then. A couple Fortnite ones.
Yeah, the one thing that we always noticed or did at that point was do the jump cuts, or like it would cut to like the TV static sort of thing.
That was definitely a Mini Lad transition.
Yeah, it was super excessive and not really something we wanted to keep doing.
I think, yeah, we got to a point, there's like, well, now looking back on it, I see like those old videos and you look at those jump cuts and they like, some of them make no fucking sense, like at all. Like it's just so out of place. It's like, yeah, well, you suck, beep.
But yeah, those were awful.
Well, those are probably the biggest one. Fitz for sure, like later on, like around like 2019-ish.
We tried to do a lot of subtitling at some point, or at least I tried to, and it's hard. I would not recommend doing it.
Like they have like software now you could use. Somebody was telling me about Clipchamp and like CapCut.
Those can do that for you.
Yeah, I think if you put it through, they'll do subtitles for you. But I think you have to pay extra for those.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
not
dumb.
Doing that.
Yeah, not paying $5 for fucking subtitles. Nowadays, for editing, I would say like Professor has been a big one.
I've noticed that a lot in like your solo stuff that you do.
Professor, like I used to watch back in like senior year of high school. We used to watch a lot of Professor, especially like those like Wii Party, and what was the other big one? Like Wii Sports Resort.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we started watching him in the middle of class one day.
I remember like dying. We were in like some computer programming class together, and he had already seen Professor before, so he was showing me, and I was like dying laughing in my chair.
We sat next to one guy. I've never got the chance to actually record with him, but he goes by OwlFN on Twitch. He plays with like Booga and shit, but him and I
doing very well.
We all used to sit next to each other in class our senior year and just watch videos. He'd be playing Minecraft on the side, like, and I don't even remember what half the class was supposed to be about.
It was like basic typing and shit, like stuff that you would learn in like 6th grade or 5th grade. and it was like a throwaway class just senior. He was already like done with everything at that point.
Yeah.
So that's why he was just playing. He somehow found like a Minecraft emulator and he got it on the computer.
Yeah.
Smart, very smart kid.
He looked like he was trying to speedrun shit too, and I just thought that was funny. I was like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Speedrunning Minecraft in like 40-minute class periods.
Yeah. I mean, I think I watched the. We used to watch some dumb shit in that class. I watched the Fairly Odd Parents movies at that point. I watched Afro Circus on repeat one time for 40 minutes.
Why?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny at that time, and then 10 minutes in, I was committed to it.
I can imagine you doing that too. Like that's definitely believable. The only other like influence I think I'd say is for movie reviews, it was Mr. Gigi. And if any of you guys heard of Mr. Gigi, he does a video series that we got into called The Predator Chronicles,
which is super ironic nowadays, considering some stuff that's happened and like people we know. It's
slowly people are shifting over to the dark side and wanting to touch kids.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's a weird segue for this next question.
Oh, God.
One of the next questions we got.
Yeah, this one comes from Alex Frost. How does it feel knowing your brother plays with kids? And lets them call him an old hag. That was the other
They call you an
question.
old hag?
Yeah, they call me old because I'm in my 20s.
I mean, I don't know. I've played Rec Room maybe a handful of times, but it's kind of like Roblox where it's just mainly kids who play it, you know? You're a kid.
That's why I want to like kind of slow down on it. I don't want to like fully lean into Rec Room anymore. I'm kind of done with that.
Yeah.
I'll go back every now and then. Like if somebody's fun to play with, I'll go back on to play something. I'm not commentating anymore. Don't want to do that.
I get that. It's kind of fun to like mess with people too on there. Just get reactions.
They used to be the whole thing, and then it became about the Rec Room commentating, and then after that I kind of like lost the interest to go back unless it's for those like fun moments again.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do want to do one with you eventually. Like,
do Rec Room?
Yeah, do like hop on Rec Room together and mess around with people.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be fun. I don't know if people have probably heard me in the backgrounds of shit that Reese has done, but one of the times I tried feeding him food. That was pretty funny.
In the latest Rec Room video, I don't remember what it's called, but it's the latest one in the playlist. I was just fucking around in like for some people it's the ROH, like it was like an ROH prototype arena. Hey, you want some corn? I'm like, no. Here comes the airplane. I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
I figured I'd give you some.
I don't want fucking corn. Who wants, like, why do you want corn?
Some of us just have weird habits and weird shit that we eat. I feel like there's not really a whole lot of games nowadays to play. Like, you mentioned that you wanted to play Rec Room with me. I've kind of thought about it. I tried playing with Cole at one point in Rec Room.
I got a clip of that, yeah.
I don't know. There might be a day, but probably not anytime soon.
On our side, things are changing a lot. I don't think either one of us are going to go into detail about those changes, but
yeah,
let's just say a lot of things are happening very fast, and
we just have a lot of shit going on outside of the YouTube realm. It's harder I'm trying to find time to make videos nowadays, and it's like, can't really fit it into my schedule.
Speaking of videos, so I've been trying to upload like once a week, and I've had like a bunch of stuff in the place I call the vault. Just like ready to go. I've got Family Feud 3, Wheel of Fortune's coming out, and then the third episode of the podcast is already recorded and ready.
Yeah, that'll be good when it comes out.
But what do you got going on? Like, what's your outlook looking like?
I mean, right now I don't have anything that's like finished. Started editing Car Tech 4 for that, but I've been trying to think of an intro for it. So I might just edit through the whole thing and then maybe wait on doing an intro afterwards and just including it in post. But I also have Fortnite footage left on the PS4 after we swapped over.
Yeah.
And then we've been kind of talking with other people. I might record Madden later today with Dakota. See how that goes.
That'd be fun. Yeah, I've been seeing him on Madden. I was like tempted to get Madden because I saw Star had Madden, and I saw Dakota had Madden.
Dakota has it, but Star's brother's the only one that plays it.
No, Star doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He's been doing other stuff on streams. He's been playing late at night, so can't really play with him as much.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Madden, I've talked a lot about like the trophy and everything that's happened now. Let people hear like your thoughts on how these games have been going for you and what happened this last time.
Well, I was gonna say that every practice game that him and I have played together, I have kicked his ass.
It's true.
It has not been close. There actually have been some close ones, but when it comes to the actual Thanksgiving game, for some fucking reason, everything is against me. I lose my shit, and then I lose the game. But I got lucky last year, and I knew I had to go for 2 at the end. So I figured, if I don't go for 2, this fucker's gonna drive right down the field and kick a goddamn 70-yard field goal or some shit, and I'm gonna lose.
Ice the game away for the 4th year in a row. With Madden, what happened? Like my record in even practice rounds is like 1-20. I don't really keep track of it. Like, if I had to guess, that's where it would be at. But I've only won 1 time in like all the practice rounds we've done.
We haven't stayed on one game for Madden. We've played on Xbox, or we played on PS4 when we had I think it was 2020 or 22 on there. We've gone through a couple of Maddens, but we also played we had to play the PS3 one last year, and the other one didn't work.
We were gonna do Madden, I think 22 or 23, and that one just fucked up. So we were like, we're gonna have to switch over. So
I don't know. I was like, really started to know as I was about ready to fucking give up at that point.
It was so like most people don't know. After the 3rd game, the one with the Steelers and who'd you have, Texans?
Yeah.
After that game, and like the big score that happened, Ryan, he tossed his controller on the couch, and you could hear it in the video. After Antonio Brown gets a touchdown in the end zone, he throws the remote across the room, then he picks it up, throws it onto the couch, which then bounces and hits my laptop. And then I bitched at him for that, and he got pissy at me.
Yeah, no, looking back on that, I'm sorry for everything that happened there.
I was like, "What the fuck, makes no sense.
Dude?" It was just a game. At the end of the day, I can't take too much anger out on something like that. I'm a changed man now that I have a trophy.
You're about to fall. Yeah, you cannot lean back in that chair. I have a couple chairs in here. Then one of them is completely fucking bent backwards because my 250-pound ass at the time probably destroyed it. But no, I'm glad we get to keep Madden going, and I'm glad we got that trophy now, so we have something to play for. Next time we'll be on PS5.
That's true. Are we gonna? Because I already have 23. We could do that.
Whichever one you want to get. Like, I mean, the next one comes out in like August, I think.
Yeah, but that's gonna be like $70.
That's true.
When it comes out.
Yeah, we might just get the shittier version.
That's why I got this Madden when I can, because it was like $30.
We'll probably just like, I think at a point when the servers close is when we should start looking for a new one, because I think they close servers after a while.
Oh, I didn't realize they do that.
That's what happens to a lot of online games. The next question we got here is from the one Sky I Am. This one's about our childhood, and he asks, "What's the worst punishment you got from your parents?"
I mean, do you want to go first? Because I don't have anything that comes to mind.
We kind of got we got it pretty easy growing up. I'm gonna say that we didn't have like any like big punishments. Mostly it was just groundings, honestly. And him and I weren't the troublemakers in our family.
Yep, that was left for the redheaded brother,
our older brother, who got a lot of shit. The worst that we got was like just yelling at and maybe spanked as a young kid.
I remember our dad told us a story about the one time he actually tried to spank us for doing something. I don't remember what we did at that point to deserve it, but I remember going up in the room, and he was like, I think he gave us one hit or something, and then I turned around with like the saddest fucking pathetic face in the world, to him, and he felt so bad that he was like, "Aw, I'm sorry, I can't do this
again." Yeah, but we got it pretty easy growing up. Just like we lost video games for a week or some shit. Like that's about as much as it got.
Do we want to tell the baseball story? Because that's like the only one that comes to mind. It's like
yeah, that's probably the biggest. So my brother and I, we went to like a little league game. Had to drive like 40-ish minutes to get there, and we were like 8 at the time, 8 or 9. It was for like our mom's work event, and we got like these seats right behind the batter's box. So we're next to the umpire, we're next to the shitty minor league players, next to all my mom's coworkers.
Good times.
And it was around like the 3rd inning when Ryan over here was like yelling shit at the bat boy.
I don't even remember what led up. We were talking with one of our mom's coworkers' sons. I think at that point we were all hanging out because I don't think it was just the two of us at that point. I think there was a third person.
The story's been told so many times that I don't even remember who the fuck was there.
But we were all sitting there, and then for some reason, without warning, I go and yell, "Hey, the bat boy's a son of a bitch!" And then I remember sitting in my chair, having like 3 people turn around, like who were up at the base, like the batter, the umpire, the bat boy, probably all turned around and to look at me.
The hell's wrong with this kid?
And then at one point,
so afterwards, after he said that, I like gave like a shocked look and all. I'm just like looking at him, and I turn around. We're at the bottom of these stands, and there's a bunch of people behind us. Our mom is at the top of these stands. And I just scream out, "Mom! He called the bat boy a son of a bitch!"
And she was horrified.
Her coworkers thought it was hilarious. Like, we still talk to them. Like, some of them are like very close to this day, and they laugh about it all the time. Our mom was like embarrassed as hell, and she took us away. Probably beat the shit out of us as we left. And then we were in the car, and she was like, "Why did you think that was a good idea? Where did you even hear that from?"
Honestly, to be honest, we probably heard that from fucking Family Guy or something. But I think we just wanted to keep watching it, so we said something like, "Oh, we heard it from someone on the bus."
Yeah. It was definitely Family Guy.
Yeah, but then basically we kind of just chose our own punishments at that point. So it was like, "What do you think should happen to you guys?" And one of us goes, "No swimming for 2 weeks." And then somebody says, "No video games for 2 weeks." And then, holy shit, she comboed them together.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, it wasn't really that bad. Like, looking back on it, we never got like severe punishments because we were kind of like lame ass kids where we didn't like stir up trouble or anything like that. We just kind of did what we were told.
Yeah, pretty much. We were pretty, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for.
Obedient,
yeah. Mundane. Lame.
This is from Jixillen, and he says, "What's your favorite Star Wars movie?"
Well, I haven't watched a lot of Star Wars movies. I remember going to see did we see all 3 of the newest ones that came out?
Yes. Yeah, we did. We saw Force Awakens with our dad, and probably with our mom too. We saw the other 2 with our mom.
Yeah, I don't remember. I never got to watch any of I've probably watched some of it now, but that second trilogy, there's probably a good one in there. I remember watching the 5th one.
I've seen episodes 4, 5, and 6. 5 I like watch every now and then because it's pretty good. I haven't seen 1, 2, or 3. Like, I haven't seen any of those first 3 episodes.
And before people think we're fucking Star Trek fans either, no. I think that's probably worse than Star Wars.
I think we weren't like much of sci-fi. I'm still not like much of a big fan of like sci-fi movies anymore.
Or like fantasy in general.
Fantasy. Like dystopian future. I think I'm fine with that one. That one sometimes is a hit or miss, but
I guess the only category I've watched in sort of that fantasy genre, you've watched Lord of the Rings. I've watched all the Harry Potter movies now, but There's only like maybe 2 or 3 good ones in there, and I think the rest are so boring to sit through.
Yeah, with Lord of the Rings, the first one, so like the second and third ones, very good movies. I like those two. The second one's my favorite of the 3. I really like that one. The third one's a good conclusion. First one's so fucking boring. I was like, it's like almost 3 goddamn hours, and nothing really happens. There's like maybe 2 good things, and that's it.
That's how I feel about the first movie of Harry Potter's good, and then the 4th one I think is really good. The Goblet was entertaining. Other than that, 2 and 3, I have no idea what the fuck happened in those. I probably took a nap through it. 5, 6, 7, Voldemort was there, spoilers. But he was there, and it seemed like didn't really impact anything for 2 movies until the 7th or 8th one.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. I like the 8th one. That's the only difference is I really like the 8th one.
That one's not as bad.
7th one was pretty good too, like because they were Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2.
It's like the conclusion of the whole thing.
I agree. I don't remember anything about 5. I know nothing about 6 anymore. 4 was the best one in my opinion. Then there's 1. 2 was right behind that. 3. That was terrible. I hated 3.
Speaking of Harry Potter, I might have Harry Potter 3 to finish for Legos. I gotta finish that whole movie episode on there, even though I just said how boring it was. Maybe I'll start playing 4 and skip over 3.
we were playing, he was playing 3 alone, like Lego Harry Potter episode 3. And I hopped in. He was like, "You want to play with me? I'm so fucking bored on this one." And I was like, "Okay." And I was just like, I was trying to fuck around and make things better. And I got bored. I'm like, I'm not playing this shit anymore.
I think that's when Sirius Black was introduced, which was his fucking uncle, godfather, or something.
Someone escaped like Alcatraz or whatever the hell
Is it Azkaban?
Yeah, whatever the prison, Afghanistan.
That's definitely not Azkaban. Wait, no, that's definitely not. I think Alcatraz is.
Alcatraz is the real world.
Yeah, Alcatraz is the real one. I think it is. The other one I just said. Azkaban.
I think it's Azkaban.
Fucking he escaped Alcatraz or something.
I don't know. He left like Iran.
He escaped Guantanamo Bay or whatever.
I'm gonna look it up while you keep talking about Harry Potter.
Yeah, but I need to finish recording that other episode and see maybe if I can.
Azkaban. Yeah.
Azkaban. I know my Harry Potter. Not well, but I know it. But I mean, before that, we also had like a mix of those like plug-in plays.
Yeah.
You have to plug in the code chords and then use a joystick or something.
Like the Scooby-Doo one.
Some people may not even know what that is.
You had a thing called the AV on the back of your TV, and it had 3 little ports.
Yeah.
There was a red one, a white one, and a yellow one.
You unplug one of them, it fucks up some sort of aspect of what you're doing. Whether that was the video image that just played sound, or the other way where it was just muted.
That was our childhood, was those games. We had Power Rangers, loved that one. Spider-Man 2, I think.
Spider-Man.
Or Spider-Man 3.
I think so. No, it might have been 2. I remember playing the level where it was like that machine that Doc Ock made was on the screen.
I don't know what the fuck.
I just remember one level where you had to like take steps towards it or move away from it, but it was that like machine that blew up in the second movie of the Raimi series.
Because I remember Spider-Man 3 because he had the black spider suit. You played as that.
Yeah, that's the plug-in play. I was thinking the PS2.
Oh yeah, so there's one that's called like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, a very old game, like 2000s.
Looking back on it, it's probably one of the lamest games you could play.
You started out as Spider-Man and you faced off against Doc Ock, and then that's about as far as we got in the story every single time.
Yeah, a lot of the games we couldn't even save on our stuff, so we just had to try to do it in one take.
We tried to play, eventually we got SpongeBob Lights, Camera, Pants. We used to love the SpongeBob games. Like, he used to play Battle of Bikini Bottom before it got rehydrated.
Yeah, and they had a new one come out for that too, and I haven't played it yet. I just don't know if it's good.
I'm not even gonna bother with it.
Honestly, I might get it just so I have something else to play.
So my favorite on the PS2 was Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I remember. Only my favorite part of that was just watching all the cutscenes that he had.
I found out that like I played the game. I'm like, oh, I beat the game, and I just did like the linear path where you get to the end the whole time, not knowing there's like 12 or 13 different endings that you have to get.
Yeah.
So then I went back to play the game, and I went to go play those ones because I was like, oh, bonus level, sweet.
Yeah, but the main game we played was Twinsanity, so that's where. Or I remember that's the one I think I remember playing the most, or any sort of Crash Bandicoot game. That's really how we got the Crash Bandicoot love, and the name for the channel now.
And for those of you who know Rec Room Wrestling, that theme song I use is the opening theme song of Crash Twinsanity.
Yep.
Entire soundtrack is a cappella, so that entire song is a cappella.
Isn't that when the barrel is going across, or when it has a pigeon on them in the water?
Oh, it's like the pelican or whatever, and then it's Cortex who's frozen in ice.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
It's like a continuation of one of the other games.
We never got to finish that game either.
No, we did not. We got to the cave level, and that's really about it for that one.
I think the farthest we ever made it was the ice level.
Did we get that far?
Yeah, we've made it that far, and then we never got to play anything after that.
Yeah, I remember Crash Team Racing. That was my favorite on there.
Oh yeah, that one takes me back.
I played through that one on my old PSP. Oh, yeah,
those are two games that they need to bring back.
Yeah, I'd love to see either one of those two remastered.
But no, instead they put this stupid ass Battle Royale thing. This 4-person shooter shit that Crash Bandicoot is now.
Another joke question we got from Alex Frost is asking if we bathe together. What the fuck's wrong with you, Alex?
Yeah, what the fuck? Of course no, we don't bathe together.
Sicko.
Yeah.
Perv.
You fucking weirdo.
And the last one is from One Sky, and once again, do you have any intention on trying out Rec Room Wrestling?
I mean, I kind of talked a little bit about it. I think it's just more Rec Room in general. I might start playing more. I don't know. I haven't really, like I said before, I tried playing with Cole a bit, but I haven't really had an interest of getting back on it, let alone actually doing wrestling. And that maybe, like, we talked a little bit earlier about having a duo commentary team of the two of us.
Where we just, it wouldn't be as serious as it normally is. I'd be like the play-by-play guy, and Ryan would throw in some smart-ass comments every now and then. I think his goal would just be to throw me off the whole show.
That'd be funny. Yeah, we'd be the Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler.
We watched a lot of wrestling growing up, too. So my brother's a wrestling guy. He keeps up every now and then, too.
It's like I haven't been able to, or not been able, I haven't just watched it since we were in high school, maybe.
I think that's right. Like, I haven't watched like a full show since like the Wyatt tribute. That was the last like I didn't even watch the full show. I think I watched the first match and the tribute at the beginning, and that was it.
Like, I think the last things I remember actually watching from WWE at that time was Goldberg and Brock. No, it was the WrestleMania. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was 34.
The one with Brock and Roman.
Yeah, that first one.
That was the last. Yeah, that's the last time we had WWE Net. I remember watching a little further to like NXT.
No, NXT was fun to watch. I think that was probably better.
I watched up until maybe like TakeOver New York in 2019. That's the last time I ever watched a show like fully. I'll keep up with it, but I don't watch it anymore.
I mean, we don't have anything. I don't have anything to watch it on, so I just watch like the clips on TikTok now. If I watch Santi.
Me too. Yeah, and like any of those 4 other people that work with him.
Yeah, those 4 other wrestling channels.
I still watch Wrestle Talk to keep up to date with like the actual shows. So sometimes I'll watch the clips, sometimes I don't. So watching that review kind of keeps me up, and like AEW too. I don't watch shit for that, so having those reviews helps keep me up to date there.
If you guys have any comments underneath the video to put, like, when did you guys first start watching wrestling, or even back to that inspirational question before of what kind of YouTubers did you watch back in the day? Because that's kind of what I was thinking of here. Is that besides PewDiePie, we also watched a lot of like Smosh at that point too.
Smosh, yeah, that was a big one growing up. There's a funny story because our parents didn't know we watched Smosh, and we were like watching the music videos. We seen the Assassin's Creed one, and we saw the Legend of Zelda one. But this story kind of revolves around Fire Truck. We were watching. We had like this little room down in the basement, kind of like private. We had our old ass laptop, which is now extinct in my closet.
Gone.
It's in my closet. I still know where it is. The cords and everything is still there. But we were watching that, and then we didn't hear our dad come into the house. So he walks downstairs, and he opens the door behind us when the song's playing. And there's a part of the song where it's, "You're naked and your parents come home." And that's the part he opens up on. And he's like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah. And he also heard "It starts with F and it ends with Uck."
And he repeated that back to us, and he's like, "You probably shouldn't be watching that." We're like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, I can just imagine his face now. He's just like, turn that shit off. Flip it down.
The other big one, when we first got that laptop, the big one we used to watch, like, I remember watching like Fred music videos all the time.
I think I vaguely remember that.
There was two I remember specifically. There was like this Christmas one.
Why don't you give us a little demonstration here? Little song reenactment.
Yeah, so the Christmas Fred one was cash, cash, money, money, money. And it's like, all I want for Christmas is money. Like, that was the whole theme of the song. Then the other one was, and I quote, "My babysitter is a vampire. Something, something, woods tonight." I don't know the words. Wooden steak, garlic milkshake, keep me alive.
Oh, that's from the movie, isn't it?
No, they did the vampire stuff in the second movie, but there was a music video before that.
That's stupid.
It was like a female babysitter.
God, how the times have changed since fucking Fred.
What else did we watch? Like, so the first Smosh one I remember was Pokemon in Real Life.
Was that the first? No,
that was my first one, because you had a friend who showed you Smosh before that.
I don't even remember who showed me Smosh at that point. I think my first one, though, was one of those video game ones in real life.
Oh, yeah, like the internet one in real life or something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember watching, like, Trouble in Terrorist Town.
Yeah, we did a lot of those.
I loved that one. It's for those youngins. It's like Among Us on Gmod. Yeah,
Among Us on Gmod. I think that's probably the best way to put it.
Pretty much, it was basically like Among Us before Among Us.
I think it's crazy that a lot of kids nowadays aren't going to grow up with the same shit we had.
Yeah,
that makes us seem so much older now too. We're only like 21.
It comes with life. Alex on the second podcast, he was like, I remember started watching around like 2015, and I was like,
man,
and I was like, yeah, you were there for like the last. It was downhill after like 2014, but
yeah, he's already mentioned it probably. We started watching in 2012.
Mm-hmm. First match, well, I guess technically the first match was like one with like CM Punk and Daniel Bryan and Kane. When that whole AJ Lee shit was going on.
I don't think that was a match. It might have just been a segment.
But the first match was Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler. Yep. It was around the build of Hell in a Cell 2012.
Yeah.
So Ryback had just been chosen as the opponent that night. If I remember the episodes correctly. That might have just happened like after that. But it was like right before the pay-per-view. Then Ryback lost like a little bitch. Got nut-tapped by a referee.
He got nut-tapped by... God, I don't even want to say his name because of how much shit he's done.
What? Brad Maddox?
Yeah, him. And what he's been caught in with Xavier Woods.
And Saraya. That's her AEW name now. Remember the Shield debuting. I remember we were thinking, oh, Ryback's going to win the title.
That's crazy to think about somebody, like, you said it was Alex, right?
Yeah.
Who He didn't start watching until the Shield was already broken up. He didn't get to see them start and finish at that point.
And there's probably a lot of people who are like older than us who've seen wrestling, and they're like,
watched
got to see everything.
The Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era.
All those virgins who sat through Fruity Pebbles and we never saw that John Cena. We saw near the end of the John Cena.
I think that was probably the best time to watch him.
John Cena's Fred's dad.
He is Fred's dad. That's a weird connection to have back to.
Yeah. 2010 John Cena had attitude adjustment his son in the living room for some reason.
Did you already talk about John Cena's acting career, like when it started?
It started with the Fred movie.
Did it start with Fred?
Oh no, it started with Marine.
It started with the Marine, and then I think it went into the Fred movies. I can't believe he's shown up in all three of those.
The second one, they took him. That's probably the best one they did with him. Is like they took him into the WWE. They did a SmackDown taping with Fred.
Imagine being there that day and seeing that shit live.
They're vampires, son. Oh my gamut! You're coming to the ring, Fred and Fred's dad. You didn't even get a first name. Even though everything still says John Cena, and it's like, God, it's so depressing too. He came back in that same movie, like, and drove a truck with him. He's like, "We're gonna kill these fucking vampires, kid."
Yeah. You were right, son. These vampires, they're taking over the school.
I don't know. I think the third one's still the worst one. And because John Cena didn't even want to be a part of that. He was like...
He broke open a fridge and he was like,
You're on your own.
Yeah, fuck this.
Oh, that is like my favorite moment of the whole series in it, though, that movie.
Yeah, the Kevin's talent show.
Yeah, Camp Superior. Kick it. Take it, Kevin. What?
When did we watch that movie? Because it definitely wasn't that time.
We watched.
I think I made you watch it like
freshman year of high school or
college.
Yeah, freshman year of college. We watched the third Fred movie together. We couldn't find that second one again, but we had already seen the second one and the first one. The vampire son.
Yeah, that one. I wish I could rewatch that one again. I got a question kind of relating to like childhood movies and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's already been asked in the chat before for the question of the day, but what would you say, if like this can be put in the comments also before, but what would you say is like your ranking of Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, and Nickelodeon when it comes to what they had to offer?
Ooh. Are we talking about just like cartoons, or are we talking about just everything?
You could probably just put everything into one, but you could maybe tier it of like, oh, this had better cartoons and this, but this is what's better overall.
Yeah, well, dead last for live action. We'll start there. Dead last for live action is Cartoon Network. They had some like shitty Destroy, Bill, Destroy, and I don't even know. I think that was the only decent one.
Live action one they did.
Oh, Hole in the Wall.
Hole in the Wall was fun.
Hole in the Wall was so fun though. I remember wanting to be on that show. They're like, yeah, you and I together. Disney Channel, I think it's got live action. I think it's tough, but they have a lot of good ones.
Because you think of Nickelodeon's top ones, you think of iCarly, Victorious, Drake and Josh, people who saw Zoe 101.
Yeah.
Not us.
Technically, people count George Lopez's show too, but like that's Nick at Night. Fuck you. That's not the same thing.
I mean, isn't also Drake and Josh on Nick at Night too?
They were at some point, I think.
Everybody memes George Lopez for being that one show you wake up to randomly at 2 or 3 in the morning growing up as a kid. Because that's what it was. That's the only memory I have of it. It's like...
I never watched... Yeah, we never watched that show. We were never up that late. Always in bed by like 9:30.
Yeah, Disney Channel had all the best live action ones. Sometimes we were daring and we stayed up till 10. Can you believe that?
I remember going to bed after the Raw after WrestleMania 2013. That's when Dolph Ziggler cashed in his Money in the Bank contract. Is when we were going to sleep. I think I watched that and then I went to bed because I heard it in the other room. I was like, and I like ran over.
I think Disney Channel overall was probably the best because they had their cartoons split up in a section too. That was memorable. It may have not been as good as the other ones, but I think together those were probably better than the other ones.
If it was just cartoons, Cartoon Network easily is gonna beat the other two. Like,
Right,
so,
but then it's just thinking about who's second at that point.
like Nickelodeon had Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, SpongeBob,
It's Danny Phantom, Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron. That's like ugly looking now.
I can't even think of the other ones.
Disney Channel had Gravity Falls. They had Phineas and Ferb.
God, those are... Like, that's why I'm saying Disney Channel was probably the best.
They had two very good ones, but they also had like Fish Hooks.
Fish Hooks, like if you... I don't know. It's like... It's nostalgic. Kicking It was good.
That's another live action one.
It's not live action. The fuck?
Kicking It?
Oh, no, sorry. I'm thinking of Kick...
fucking dipshit!
I'm thinking of Kick Buttowski.
Kick Buttowski is a good one. I like not Kiss Buttowski.
I like Kiss Buttowski. Yeah, who's stupid now, huh? Fuck you. We had such a very routine, like, schedule, I remember in high school. It would either be... We would go downstairs at 6 o'clock, watch fucking... It would be one of, like, 3 shows. It would be Phineas and Ferb, The Simpsons, or Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Sweet Life was a big one. Yeah. Para King sometimes came on. Like, there was always the occasional Zeke and Luther. Or Crash and Bernstein.
Oh my god, I hate Crash and Bernstein.
Hey, it's me, your boy Puppet. That's your boy best friend Puppet. You can't make any real friends, so you got me. You're a little virgin. You little weirdo. Here's a condom.
God, imagine if they had, like, a TED version of Crash on Disney Channel.
That's basically... He was like the...
He just whips out his purple cock on screen. It's like, look at this.
Why did they even make that?
Oh my god, this is a kid's cartoon show.
Oh, we're gonna go play... We're gonna have a tea party. We're gonna drag you along with us. Nah, fuck that. Let's jump off the roof.
Yeah, that's basically what Disney XD was. It was just... Disney Channel was what you can imagine your life being. You know, family morals. Disney XD was, let's jump off the fucking roof.
Yeah, Kick Buttowski. Let's go down a cliff and probably die.
Yeah, Kick Buttowski would make you think your driveway was the longest, tallest hill in the world.
Yeah, and then you had like Phineas and Ferb who were like...
Who built roller coasters.
And gaslit their sister for 4 seasons. But Mom, it's there.
But it was there.
Candace, go to your room.
Candace, you are such a stupid bitch. Go over there.
Candace, for the last time, they are 9 years old. They are not making shit.
They are fucking kids, and you are a goddamn teenager.
They're fucking kids.
I said, they are fucking kids, like their age.
Yeah, that's what I said. Candace, why are you driving like a maniac? She had like 4 or 5 driver's tests that she had to do.
Oh, she did. She was basically the SpongeBob of the family.
She got her driver's... Did she even get her driver's license?
I don't even know. I just remember the roller coasters. I remember the inventions. I think that's what everybody remembers.
Yeah. But, yeah, I would say Cartoon Network is a little above Disney. Just because because they had a lot of good things on Cartoon Network. Like Regular Show. That was a big one for us.
Regular Show, Amazing World of Gumball. I think the ones that we got to see earlier, what were they?
Really Young Flapjack was a big
one.
Chowder was a really good one. Codename Kid Next Door I got to watch.
Back in my damn day.
Courage the Cowardly Dog, I got to see a couple of those.
We didn't grow up with no We Bear Bears or fucking Steven Universe.
Or Henry Danger.
Henry Danger's Nickelodeon.
We didn't watch Cat or Dog, whatever the hell the...
Cat Dog?
Cat, is that Nickelodeon as well?
No, that's yeah, it is Nickelodeon.
What, when they're like Siamese twin cat and dog?
Cat Dog.
Oh, there's that. Which one is the monkey?
My gym partner's a monkey.
Well, yeah, but like which network is that on?
I think that's Cartoon Network.
Monkey.
I think besides Cartoon Network, we grew up on a lot of Adult Swim, mostly.
We watched, since like 4th grade, we watched a lot of Family Guy. I got a lot into we watched the Simpsons movie and I fell in love with that movie.
It is my favorite movie of all time. It will never be topped.
No matter how many movies I've watched, and I've watched a shit ton the last 2 years.
I just think it's funny you've watched 800-900 movies and your favorite is the fucking Simpsons movie.
It's a bias. Like Grown Ups is another big one. But there's a lot of good ones I've seen now. But like with I'm never gonna let go of Simpsons movie. I quote it every single day. Totally. Well, I think we can go back to like YouTube stuff now, since we're getting to that point. You have car tag coming up soon if you get the intro done.
Car tag.
Fortnite that you need to copy down.
Yeah, I'll have to copy the rest of that.
Harry Potter.
If
you film the rest of that.
Maybe Madden at some point if we want to record that. Maybe live stream it. That might be easier to do, is live stream Madden and just see people watch me suck.
You know what I'm like pissed off about still? I've talked about it a lot. The Mario Party 8 video and the Mario Sluggers video.
I'm pissed because both of those were actually super good. I was excited to see both of those.
They were so I'll explain the Sluggers one because you're never going to see that game. We were on Daisy Cruiser and we had like the shittiest I was like playing. I had Goomba on my team who had no arms and only like stubby little legs. And Goomba hit a home run, and I was like jumping up and down in excitement because I'm like, the cripple did it! The cripple did it!
Yeah, the way that game ended too.
The game came down to the last ending or so. Well, it came to overtime, didn't it?
I think so. Maybe one ending of overtime where you were up, or no, we were tied going into that ending, and you were at bat.
I was the bottom. I was the bottom ending of that one. So
the ball gets hit left field to a guy who's there to catch it, but the only problem is it hits the fucking table
and bounces away.
And
gives me the walk-off run to end the game.
And the craziest ending to have that never sees the light of day now.
No, and the next time we play Sluggers, it's gonna be like, it's not the same.
Next time we play, it's gonna be a fucking blowout or something.
Something boring. Oh, and with Mario Party, we were playing in the Haunted Mansion, and I had the worst luck imaginable. Probably like my worst performance ever
on a Mario Party.
And I've had bad ones. My third one was the worst at that point, but then I had this one. There was a point where I had no stars and no coins. We're like almost halfway done. We're over halfway done with the game. Somebody has like 3 stars. Somebody had like 2. I had nothing. Nothing.
It was close on my end, and then I won all the bonus stars again. So it was, I don't even know how, but it was like, the rig system, and the guy with the hat comes out and says, Yoshi!
That's another one that
3 bonus stars! Ha ha!
That's another one that's going to come out, that Mario Party 8. Is it already out? Mario Party 8?
We did. That one
got
deleted. The second one got
deleted.
The
first one. Because that one's already out, right?
That first one's out, yeah.
Okay.
No, I was talking about the second one.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened in that second one, though.
Yeah.
For other news for YouTube, we hit 1,000 subs at the end of last year. I think it was like right before December came up. And now we're at 1,300. So we've gained over 300 subs within the last 2-3 months. And I think that's a lot of what you've been doing with your video. I mean, it's not really me at all. It's more of your videos that you put out and the shorts that come out on YouTube as well.
I will say, I got to thank all you guys for the Family Feud and Discord suggestion. I had an idea to do it a different way, and I decided to go with the Google Feud font. We did it. You guys seemed to like it. And then once I started doing shorts for that one, it kind of blew up after that. It got a shit ton of views. That first one's over like 600 now. The second one's over almost at 500. So the third one's probably going to be doing really good as well.
Yeah.
People seem to still like the format, so I'm going to keep going as much as I can. I made that my 1,000 subscriber special.
Dude, that one. Oh, yeah, that's the other video I have to finish up. So there's 2 other videos that I'm still working on, one of which is the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom 1,000 sub special. We have a little bit of that, but I kind of wonder maybe if people would want to see something else included with that. Because the theme of that video now is drinking during it, or getting drunk with Star. And the other videos that we still want to record are drunk videos with some of our friends. So maybe I can combine as a 1,000 special to be that SpongeBob footage that we already have previously,
Mm-hmm.
and then do some of that, some of the drunk footage with a game of your choosing. The first time, and the only time I've really gotten super drunk was like about a week, or like the week of our 21st, a year ago.
I think I know what happened.
And
I remember this.
Star and I've recorded some of the footage from that night, but Star and I were playing Fortnite for a bit, and I had about almost an entire bottle of moonshine.
Oh God, I did. I remember seeing that.
And I mixed it with I did the moonshine with a cream soda or something with it, and it was disgusting.
Oh
But
God.
I had that, and I thought I was doing good, and then every time I went to use the bathroom, I'd walk like I was in GTA. At least the second time I got up. The first time it was fine. I was like, okay, this is fun. The second time I was like, holy shit, what the fuck?
Are you sure you're a heavyweight?
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, Star's a maniac when he's drunk, but at the end of that night, maybe not even half an hour after I got off, I went and laid in bed, and then I had to fucking throw up, so I got up and ran my ass to the bathroom, and then I threw up for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't have any better.
And then at that point, I was like, I basically slept on the bathroom floor until 4 a.m, because I was like on and off throwing up, and then that's how my day was, and then I had the biggest hangover that morning.
I remember looking at you and knowing that you had been drunk that night. Because I was like, what the hell happened to you? I was like, you had fun last night or something?
Yeah, and the only interaction I had with Reese that night, him and his girlfriend were at the fridge, and I was walking to go to my room, and Reese was like, hey, are you drunk or something? And I was like, I just looked him dead in the eyes and said, what do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, and then he got to see me that other time. We did Drunk Fortnite too. He came out because I tripped on a wire.
He tripped twice, so I came out. The first time I was like, I'm sure it's nothing. Second time you tripped, I was like, okay, maybe he needs help.
Yeah, I left that in. Star and John were like, what the fuck was that? It sounded like someone tripped. Yeah, I tripped over the charging cord when I was walking to use the bathroom. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, God.
No, that was a fun night. That's why I want to do that again. Just, shit's got to match with other people.
I think
it depends on the game.
Yeah, being able to find that group that's able to do it, too.
Like, the group of 4 we had was special. It was it was such a fun... Like, I want to do it with that group again. You have your own story.
I've told that one already.
You already told it on here?
Yeah, go back, watch the 3rd episode as we indulged in beverages.
Indulging in beverages, and maybe someday in the future we will indulge in more beverages for content.
Do one of these drunk.
Do you want to do a podcast? I mean, we could.
Welcome to episode 46 of My Ass.
Welcome to episode 46 of the Joe Rogan podcast.
My guest is Andrew Tate. He hates women.
Yeah, fuck women.
Just fully leans into character. So my next
I don't believe men and women are equal.
Oh my God.
That's my Andrew Tate impression.
You're Andrew Tate. What other good impressions you got?
Damn, you just kind of put me on the spot here. Let's see. I do the Arnold voice. Come on, what are you doing? You got to get to the chopper.
Everyone's got a good Arnold.
Everybody can do an Arnold. I always do Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. I just try to mix in Butthead a little bit, but it's not good. It's like, yeah, Beavis.
Whoa.
I could just do the laugh perfectly. It's like a...
No, the laugh is so... Our older brother's he's got a better butthead than
What's
I
going
do,
on?
But, Beavis?
Yeah, if we started doing Carl Weezer bit like on Fortnite. And those were funny. Joey is hilarious with that. Jeez. He might have been drunk when he was doing it too. He was just going, Jimmy Coo.
I remember we were playing Cartoon Humanity and you pulled out the Carl voice and you're like, You're gonna be like a bad girl.
Yeah, I do Mr. Mackey a little bit too, but I haven't done that one in a while. It's like, I'm your counselor, Mr. Mackey. Okay. I recorded a video where I was recreating the Lamar speech from GTA, but I never posted it. It was like, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Okay. Maybe if you got rid of that yee ass haircut you got, maybe you get some bitches on your dick. Okay. Or better yet, maybe Tanisha will call your dog ass or Sarah stops fucking with that brain surgeon or lawyer she's been fucking with. Okay.
I love the okay. I used to do it Patrick all the time. I can't do it. I can probably do it now, but it sounds more like Uncle Grandpa than anything.
Whoever's the owner of the white sedan, you left your lights on.
There's a Rec Room video. There's two of them that's like voice impressions in VR, clickbait titles and all. But like, yeah, if you want to hear more of those impressions, my Uncle Grandpa is still like dead on if I do it again. But like, I used to do Vilgax. But that one hurts the shit out. Like, you have to hold down your throat to do that. That one sucks.
I've been thinking about doing more of Michael Jackson, maybe for like a bit with Star, because the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing came out, the people on the island. So for some reason, Michael Jackson was listed as one of those names that might be involved with it. So people could be asking him to be like, oh, were you on Jeffrey Epstein's island? And Michael Jackson's like, no, that's ignorant. No, I was never on the island. I love kids.
Mr. Hawking, are you on the island? No, I was not on the island.
I was never on the island. Fuck no. No.
Oh, yes, baby. Don't stop.
No, harder.
Faster. I'm typing as fast as I can. Oh, yeah.
My damn one hand.
How old are you again?
Shit.
Right. My ding-a-ling does not get up.
My pants are falling and can't get up.
And that over there is Stephen Hawking. He's enjoying one of the 13-year-olds. No, I'm not.
I always see the Young Sheldon clips now of like him saying, I'm going to see Stephen Hawking. No! Sheldon!
I remember there's one I keep seeing of like The Simpsons. And it's Stephen Hawking in his wheelchair. He's like flying in a helicopter.
And he just takes a kid.
And he swoops Lisa up and steals her away.
Oh my god. I did the, if you ever saw one of the Fortnite videos, it's one of the singing titles. It has a cover of Carl Weezer and Goofy going back and forth on, what's it called? It's like, don't stop believing.
Yeah, because Cole was doing Carl and you were doing Goofy.
I could do the, hello, it's me, Mario. Yahoo!
I'm trying to think of anything else I want to say just to close this out, because we're about at the time.
I mean, now might be a good time to say you're coming out as gay.
No,
you've kind of mentioned that to me a lot.
I'm not.
It's like it's something you've been very nervous about.
I'm not gay.
Get out. Hey, it's okay. It's 2024. You could be gay.
Why are you saying this?
You could be gay. Are you happy? Would you say?
No, I'm not happy right now.
I'm saying, are you happy in life?
No.
Damn, you're just miserable then.
I am. I'm not gay. I wrote something of that. There's a Family Guy bit from like the Clue episode, and it has Joe Swanson in there and Peter, and they're like, "Thanks, guys," and they're picking up Joe, and they're just going, "Nah, nah, 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 nah. Stop it, Peter. Nah, 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 nah. Shut up." They're like, "Peter, knock it off." Okay, Joe. Shut up. I'm not Jewish. Well, I think we learned something about our friendly neighborhood policeman today. Family Guy raised us. If you want to know who really raised us, it was Family Guy.
It was media. YouTube.
Fake news.
YouTube, Family Guy. Fake news.
God. Well, we don't know what YouTube's gonna hold for us this year and like years afterwards.
Maybe that's something we should have talked. We should maybe mention that a bit of what's gonna happen.
So him and I are going to be living in separate places at one point. We're both have PS5s now, so we're going to be connected with each other.
We'll be able to play stuff still. It's just
Ryan, he's going to keep the ShepBandicoot account. I'm going to go on to use the ShepBandicoot account. That was the funny Slazo kid. He came up with that name, so he gave it to me, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to use that. That's funny."
Yeah, I kind of just ended up with Shep Bandicoot still because I think between both of us, I've invested more of.
He put a lot more money into the system. He bought a lot more stuff for it. He bought like the system storage unit when we had it, bunch of games, bunch of those cards. So I was like, yeah, I'll give it to. Like that should be yours. As long as I don't have to pay for PS Plus and we're still game sharing, I'm fine.
So you're not paying for PS Plus this next time?
I could, I guess, but like we'd still have to be game sharing for it to. So only one of us.
So I'd have to do.
So only one of us buys the thing, and we both get to keep it.
But you could send me the code then.
That's true.
That. Man, I can't believe we didn't even mention the Super Bowl today either.
Yeah, we are recording this on the Kansas City Chiefs 49ers Super Bowl 58.
Yep, and we both are rooting for the Niners to win.
Yeah, we both.
Some of us, we have bets going for those teams.
Some of us are betting again, like with the Chiefs, and I have a coworker who bet with me. Ryan, he's like $45 on the line with like numerous people.
Yeah, I've got one of our friends. I don't remember if maybe we'll get to play games with Sammy at some point.
That would be
or like
fun.
That group. And
yeah.
then I have Sammy. I have Joey, who's Uncle Porker or Tampax Megan now for
Tampax Megan.
No, Tampax Mega.
Okay.
For those who watch the Fortnite videos, that's him. He's got $20 on the Chiefs.
Yeah, so him and I are going to be separate places. We might be able to. We're probably going to keep filming for a little bit longer, but I think after either this year or next year, we'll probably be like.
It might have a serious conversation to like stop.
Yeah, it might be done after that. If we get to a certain point where like things are working out really, really well, that's one thing. But again, that's very unlikely.
We're still long. It took us 5 years to get to
1,000 subs.
1,000. So.
And my hope is that my only other goal now, I have like 3 goals. I want to beat Finn. I want to beat his sub count.
What's his sub count right now?
Like either 1,800 or 1,700.
Oh yeah, we'll beat that. That's fine.
And then I want to get to like I want to get 2,000 by the end of this year, which on the pace that we're going is pretty good right now.
It could happen. Yeah, it's only February.
So maybe we'll just have to keep filming those Family Feud and Discords every single time.
I don't know. I feel like people who only stick to one niche, I don't know how that could be fun to do forever. That's why we play so many different games.
It won't. Like, somebody said they really like the Wii Sports boxing series. They enjoyed that one, so I like that one.
But it's also like you can't appease every crowd that you play games for. You just want to play the games that you like, and hopefully those translate over to what people like as well.
Yeah, so we don't know what it's going to look like. We know we might record Madden one more time this year.
I mean, yeah, we're definitely going to record this year.
And then, like, afterwards, like, there's going to be a point we're going to still keep playing Madden with each other.
We'll probably bounce it back and forth, but I don't know if it'll be.
We don't think it's going to be recorded after a certain point. We'll probably be done, like, recording Madden, and it will just be us playing the game and passing over the trophy now that we got it. 20 years from now, maybe we'll have kids that play for it. Hey,
funny.
Dipshit son, get over there and play.
You trained a whole fucking year for this. Get in front of the couch. Well, uncles and daddies drink on the side,
and we coach you along. Hey, what's the button to pass again? You dipshit moron!
Get the fuck on sides! What are you doing? You're basically hogging up.
Things are getting very serious. Very, very serious.
Yeah.
It's a little depressing, but it's also scary and like enjoyable and exciting. There's a lot.
I mean, everybody has to go through it at some point. So it's, just our time's coming sooner.
Yeah.
Maybe than later.
No, it makes sense. We have like things that we still want to do. We're technically at the level for another car tag, which is funny.
Yeah, we are, but even the 4th one hasn't come out yet. So it's like.
So maybe our like last hurrah video should be car tag 5.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a good one to end it on, because that way, maybe we could do like separate. We just gotta think of more ideas, because we have like those good series that we have that people like to watch and enjoy, but at some point it's maybe just not doing it for money aspects and just doing it because it's fun and people will enjoy it. Kind of like how you got Family Feud started, where it's like you have people who enjoy it and watch it, and it's interactive for everybody.
Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah, people just want to play along, and with the third one, I was just like, all right, if this is the 1,000 sub, I'll put something up for fast money.
Right. Who knows? Shit. Thank you, everybody who's actually been following for super long with us, who's been here for a while.
Almost 10 years.
And I guess
nobody was there for the first fucking 3 years.
Yeah, and thank you for. I mean, there were people who were there. Those who we played with.
Yeah,
that time. But thank you for those who have also recently joined and helped grow things the way they are.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine how things would be if it weren't like if I didn't take the steps to Rec Room Wrestling. I couldn't imagine where this would be going, or like the shorts. I think those are the two big ones.
I don't know. I feel like once we hit 1,000, I felt pretty accomplished with everything we've done.
I still feel accomplished with because I'm like it's still going growth wise. My goal is to see how far I can get it within the year.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll try to help some of that too when I have time, but maybe that'll come when we're out of everything right now.
Yeah, well, thank you, Mr. Guest, for
Mr. Guest.
Mr. Guest. Yeah, we probably will we'll do another one in a little bit. So the next one's gonna be live on Rec Room. That's
live on Rec Room.
There's some event going on tomorrow, so I was gonna do that.
That'll be fun.
The one after that got voted on. Vacation Guy is the guy. He's another Rec Room wrestler. So we'll have him on for the next one after that. And then probably episode 7 we'll do you and I together and somebody of our choosing, like Star or Cam.
Star or Cam. I think those are the only two names that come to mind for me at least.
Yeah, people who've talked about it with or like Jay, I might get her on too.
Jay could be good too.
I thought about Majin.
Majin would be a good guest. I mean, there's a lot of people that could be on here. Maybe we could group them all together more, or just have them do their own separate one.
It's hard to record, for those one-on-one interviews, I'd probably stick to just me. But, for our friends and stuff, I'd bring you on just because, it's harder to coordinate with us.
Yeah.
I have a lot more time, it seems, or, I find time wherever I can.
Like, today, we kind of just figured out, we kind of had a maybe improvised plan of what we were doing for this, and it kind of just bounced around everywhere.
I was like, hey, you want to do something for, an hour or so today? And you're like, yeah. So, here we are. So that's going to be it for episode 4 of the ShepCast.
Yeah!
We made it through.
Woo!
Go drink or something.
I'll have a drink for the Super Bowl, but that's it. You know? I got one drink I've been saving for this day.
Get drunk. Go Niners.
Go Niners. Drink responsibly if you are.
Punch a Swiftie on your way out.
Punch a Swiftie. That's crazy.
All right. We will see you guys next time. Take care.